One of the great confessions of our faith says that we were created to worship God, to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. So in worship, what we're doing is reminding ourselves of who we are and whose we are.
When we worship, we join with other believers in praying, in singing, in hearing the Word, and hopefully taking those words that we hear into our hearts.
We also worship outside of church in what we do, the gifts that God has given us, how we do our job, how we interact with other people, how we may serve in the community or serve amongst the church. So worship is not just singing. We have a great team, just very committed volunteers, and it's a pleasure for me because everyone is incredibly talented. For them, it is an act of worship, and it's just fun for them to get to do music and to get to play.
As long as I can remember, I've been playing music since I was in 6th grade. There's always been that feeling that when I start playing that I could never describe. There's always been a connection there. Now, in my older years, it's coming together. God has always used me to play music for a purpose.
Whenever we're playing some of the songs, I kind of get one of those God moments, if you will. And it's just one of those moments where I'm kind of just very free and very relaxed in what I'm doing.
On Sundays, I am able to start centering and focusing on worshiping when we are warming up and rehearsing. It's a time to just really kind of start focusing in, and then as we process up the aisle and come up into the choir loft, that sort of just, it's like a switch going on, and you know, now I'm ready to be here, to be in God's presence.
We use the handbell choir and the sanctuary choir not just as a group to lead worship, but it's almost a small congregation in and of itself.
We pray for each other, we listen to each other's problems, our successes, when I had weddings, when I had grandchildren, and the same for everybody else. We're all there to support each other, and it is just a fabulous group to be with.
When I first came to TAB, I thought, why on earth do we need 3 worship services? Until I experienced each one of them. I love the 8 o'clock chapel service, the intimacy of the setting, the opportunity to celebrate the sacrament of communion every week. I love our community gathering contemporary worship service at 9 because it's a different expression. The 11 o'clock service of worship gives us the full expression of all the bells and whistles, if you will, of traditional worship. Add on to that what happens with our children when they leave worship and go down to junior church, when our youth meet in their fellowship and worship opportunities. All of those round us out and complete us in our experience of worship here at TAB.
Worship is taking time to give yourself over to God.
Worship is thanking God for what He's done for each of us in our lives.
Worship is joyful.
Worship is freedom.
Worship for me is life-giving.